I think what happened before about this car, because I've been looking for one for so long, that I jump ahead of myself a little bit. I was being a little bit impatient, and my wife kind of tells me that quite often. Sometimes when I see something and I wanted it as bad as I wanted this car, I just went in with eyes closed and just said, sold, I'll take it, without even driving it even like for 2 minutes. How's it going, guys? Today I am not happy, but I know that this day was going to come eventually, because I know there's issues with the car that I know I was going to find out. But I'm going to look on the bright side today. I'm going to try and be positive as much as I possibly can. I was so excited about this car when I first bought it. I made an amazing video on the car. I was so overwhelmed with joy. And I think what happened before about this car, because I've been looking for one for so long, that I jump ahead of myself a little bit. I was being a little bit impatient, and my wife kind of tells me that quite often. Sometimes when I see something and I wanted it as bad as I wanted this car, I just went in with eyes closed and just said, sold, I'll take it, without even driving it even like for 2 minutes. I literally take the car. When I saw the car, looks good, physical appearance, and I moved it literally maybe 15 feet and said, okay, I take it. Okay, but what I found out later on is that there are some issues with the car that should have been a red flag that I chose to ignore. And I'm not going to blame anybody but myself. It is a beautiful car, just looking at the car, but there's a lot of hidden stuff that's going on with the car that I found out within the last week. And I'm not happy, but at the same time, I kind of knew that there's a possibility that something might be wrong with the car. But I kind of was hoping that it wouldn't have been too bad, because when you buy a used car, you have to expect the unexpected, especially when you're dealing with people who are not genuine, people who are pretty much dishonest. You know, I pretty much went into this eyes closed, so I'm taking full responsibility for what I did. But here's the problem. What I'm going to say to you guys right now: if you're going to buy one of these cars, if you're going to buy any car at all, you need to not be blinded. You need to know what you get into, especially when you're spending the kind of money that I spent to buy this car, right? You need to know for sure that you know for sure that what you're getting is actually the dollar value that you're spending, right? And so what happened with me, guys, this car was in an accident. Don't know how bad the accident was, because I still haven't gotten the full report on the car, but I took it to my mechanic, and there's a guy there that does body work that specialized in reconstruction of cars and stuff like that. Cars that has been in accidents, and then he started pointing on a few things to me, and I was getting a little bit angry, but at the same time I said, you know what, I need to calm down and fully understand what's happening before I make any rational decisions and get upset. So I'm going to show you guys what I found out. So pretty much, my wife's over there talking to me, distracting me a little bit. So pretty much what had happened was, because due to the camera, the lane detection and the forward collision camera stopped working. For some reason, the camera is not able to detect pretty much what's going on in the front of the car. And to do the calibration on that is $400, so it's not working. And due to probably the fact that they changed the windshield and whatever it is that went on with the car when the car was in the accident. Now, I'm not sure if I can show it to you guys right now. So pretty much the fender is being repainted, the bumper has been repainted. The door is the original color, because the door is darker than the fender. The door is also darker than the quarter panel. Not sure if it's gonna show up. Not sure if you guys can see that. Car's a little bit dirty right now, so this is probably not the best time to be doing this video. But also, the rear bumper has been repainted. The trunk has not. On this side, same thing. Okay, this side of the car has been fully repainted, and also the fender as well. The doors you know, hasn't been repainted. But there's also something else that I noticed with the car. Okay, there's a crack right here. I'm not even sure what happened. Maybe somebody tried to break into the car. Not sure how that happened. And I did point out to you guys, in the interior of the car, there's a big dent right in here. There's a dent right there, and as you can see in here, okay, that's something that I saw later on. So there's a big dent in here. Not sure how that happened. And in the back of the car, and in the back of the car over here, as you can see, that is busted up. Don't know how that happened, right? But these are things. Actually, I was looking for this guy. These are things that I should have paid attention to, and I didn't because I was so excited about buying the car. I'm gonna go around and show you guys something else. This door? This door is dropped. Okay, so here's something else. As you can see right there, this door is dropped, right? So when you close the door, it's got a little bit of a rub right here. As you guys can see, the FWC system failed, and the, if I can come see here. So those are the lights that's on in my dash. And when I bought the car, that was happening with the car, but I overlooked it because I was a little bit too excited about finding a car, you know, that something else that I noticed, which should have been a red flag. So that door was dropped. Here in the trunk was wet, okay? And that's something that because I was a little excited that he put this mat in there, which I thought, great, this is great. This is a great trunk mat. But when you lift this up, let's see if I can show you guys here. See that? That is like mildew or something, which clearly shows. I'll lift this up. I don't want to touch it. I actually have hand sanitizer. Okay, look at that. That's what's happening in the trunk, you guys. That's what's happening in the trunk. This guy here has water in there. Okay, that is all rusted down in. That is all rusted out and wet. It's got corrosion all over it. So there was water happening here, which clearly tells me one thing. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a new one. I'm not sure if you can get a new one for these guys, but I should probably go clean my hands right now. So that is probably why he put that trunk carpet in there. So guys, obviously there was water in the trunk, and I'm thinking what happened was, due to the accident that the car was in, they probably bring it to a body shop, and it was probably sitting at the body shop. Usually when cars are damaged and they're sitting at the body shop, they usually stay there for a few days or weeks or whatever it was. And these guys sometimes leave the door open, they leave the trunk open. So most likely they probably leave the trunk open while waiting to get the work done on the car, and it rained or snowed, whatever it is, and water got in there, and that's how that happened. And they probably just fixed it up and did a quick fix and sold it to me. And I got so excited that I actually bought the car without even thinking. So if you guys are gonna buy one of these cars, these Honda Accord 3.5 V6 6-speed manual transmission, you need to understand two things. I'm actually even questioning the odometer that's on the car. Is it the correct odometer? They have the computer where they can actually go into the system and change the odometer on the cluster. So you probably see a low mileage on there, and probably that's not even what it is. It's sometimes double, right? So right now for this car, I don't even know what to expect. The only good thing I can tell you about the car is that it drives amazing. There's no transmission or engine issues at all. My mechanic did tell me that the timing belt, water pump, all this stuff has to be changed because the belt's a little bad. But away from that, there's no mechanical issues at all with the car. And I'm praying to God that continue to stay that way, because everything about the maintenance and engine and stuff like this, guys, the engine in this car is like, $4,000, right? I had it checked out. So you don't want any issues like that. And not even that, but they're rare and it's going to be hard to find one. So I'm hoping that I don't have to go that route. But either way, nobody else to blame but myself. But if you're going to buy one of these cars, okay, these Honda Accords, the 3.5, the V6 6-speed manual transmission, you got to understand two things. Either the person that you're buying it from was a really good person and they care very greatly for the car and they didn't abuse it, or you're going to buy it from somebody who just beat the heck out of the car, right? It's a really nice car to drive. It's very aggressive. It's got a lot of torque, a lot of horsepower. It's quick, it's fun to drive. And if you are not somebody who's responsible, who just want to just speed and drive, I mean, erratically, buying a car like this from somebody like that, you are bound to have problems, okay? Because they're going to beat the crap out of it, and as soon as problems start to occur with the car, then they're going to fix it temporarily and then pass it off onto you. So if you're going to buy one of these cars, like I said, just make sure that the person who had the car before didn't abuse the car. I'm not happy, but I have nobody to blame but myself. And once again, I'm hoping that everything else, you know what I mean, about the car is going to be okay. Don't do what I do, because I was being impulsive. But thank God that, you know what, it could have been worse. So I'm still happy that so far, I mean, you know, mechanically everything is good, and I'm hoping that it stays that way. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I appreciate, you know, all the love and support I've been getting over the last few days, few weeks. And I'm just hoping that you guys will continue to, you know, follow me so you can see the full transition. I'm actually having second thoughts on the black rims. I don't know. But if I fully decided to leave the black rims on there, I'm going to have to do a chrome delete on the car. And or I was actually thinking about just getting like a full, like a silver rim. You know, but I don't even know. But you know what, this is going to be a journey, and like I said, you know what, I'm just right now being a little bit cautious, and I don't want to invest. I want to invest in the car because I love the car, but at the same time, you know, I want to be cautious. I don't want to put too much into the car and find out later on that, you know what, it was not worth it. So once again, I'm just going to be positive. You know what, I'm just going to go all out. I love the car, so I waited for this car for so long, and I'm going to go all out and just really take care of the car. I got to change the panels on the inside and fix the door, and just, you know, just add little things to really make it my own, you know. So anyways, guys, on that note, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching the video, you know, and hope you guys can take my foolish advice and learn from it and not repeat it, because you don't want to end up with something like mine or something worse than mine. Thank you so much for watching the video. As always, guys, go out, love one another, get to know God, trust Him, and live. Peace.